Discernment is needed, yo. Ask God to give you discernment. Because discernment will have you spotting people who will smile in your face. Because they could smile in your face, but they don't mean it. Their spirit will get irritated, but there's a lot of fake out here, yo. Fakeness. People be in fake relationships, fake group friends. They fake, but they don't see it. They don't feel it. But you do. And if you're a person who's not aware, ask God to present himself to you, yo. Ask him to give you the discernment. You'll see. I know you heard in the midst there was a police siren. But you have your discernment so on point that if you hand something to somebody or you giving something back to somebody, right? And they say thank you, your discernment be so on point that as you walking away and they right behind you after they say thank you seeing that spirit changing their face with attitude, like they don't think you see that, but you see the face changing. Yo, I'm telling you, man. Or to the point that your discernment so on point that you hug somebody or you talking to somebody and you hearing the spirit or they mumbling or trying to curse you under their breath. You hear it. You bind and rebuke those words, but they be sending word curses on the low, yo. Your discernment be so on point, you hear the murmur. But the murmur that they do on the low, the Most High lets you hear it clear, even when there's a whisper from out their mouth. Or have your discernment so on point that as you waiting across the street, you see somebody next to you, and they on FaceTime and they look normal, right? That they smiling at you like this and that, and then they spit on the floor. Spirit changing in their face. Have your discernment so on point that you read and feel it from people, man, because they smile in your face. They smile at you, but the spirits manifest. And some of them be thinking that you don't see it or catch it. I'm telling you. You can even see it on people. Let's say somebody's walking and they got a scarf and they walking with a kid and that scarf falls. You pick this up to give it to the person. Watch the person outside, the monitoring spirit watching and seeing you do something nice. Watch that person's face, anger, jealousy. Because you just did something nice, picking up a scarf to hand it to somebody. They got this jealous, angry look on their face because you did a good deed. Watch people. Watch their faces. Feel it. But ask God to give you the discernment. That's the discernment. I'm telling you, these people could thank you very much. And when you looking away or to think you're not looking, the peripheral, you seeing the shapeshift, you see that angry look, you seeing everything, you see spitting, the trembling, ask God for discernment. The discernment. I'm telling you. They'll be lying in front of your face or lying to ask God, yo, to give you the discernment. Ask God, yo. Because God's going to show you people, yo, their true motives and intentions, man. And God's going to keep showing you those same familiar faces that you keep constantly seeing on different days. God shows you people, yo. God shows you people. He's showing you. That's what the discernment is. You be like, okay, I keep seeing this. The faces, the groups, keep seeing it. It's not a coincidence you seeing the person in your block or a familiar face on Monday at this time, Tuesday, a different time, or you skip a different day, and here they go. You seeing them again. Or you heard a honk. Or you in this staircase, going up the stairs this way. Here comes that same person's coming down on that same side on a different day, on a different hour. You switch it up to go to a different kind of staircase. And now you're seeing that same face, the same person on a different day, different hour, on that other side of the staircase, the same face. Pay attention to the faces you keep seeing. That's discernment. That's God showing you people, their faces, what they say on the low, how they feel towards you. You can feel the evil eye, the negativity they try to send, the jealousy. You feel it. Pay attention. Ask God to give you discernment so you can see this. Ask Him, and God will show you. God will show you. Because if you could see the narcissists and the snakes and people's groups, and when they walking together with their whole front and their cliques, and you see the fakeness in that clique, and you see the narcissist and the energy vampire draining them, and you can see and feel that they don't like each other, ask God to give you discernment. And I promise you that God's going to show you that same. If I can see that clique, ask God to give you discernment. He going to show you that same clique you with, that a spiritual person can see. You're going to see those people in your own clique. You're like, oh, snap. Oh, ooh. Now they... Yo, ask. Because people will smile in your face, man. Especially the church people, too. You're going to see it on them too. They trying to fake a smile. Hey, God bless you. God bless you. Coughing, saying God bless you. God bless you. People from church, and they had the Bible in it. God bless you. You see it. You see it. Pay attention, yo, because God shows you facial expressions, man. God shows you the motives. The tactics don't change when it's everything. It don't change. God shows you. Just pay attention to the faces that you see, and pay attention to those random pop-ups from people who you never would have thought you would bump into on a certain place on a different day. You'd be like, we would have never met. Who sent you? Why you here? Spiritual. As God be looking out for you, but you have to discern to see. You gotta discern to see. I'm telling you, man. Once you get that discernment, you ain't sleeping with nobody. You ain't pillow talking either with just anybody. I'm telling you, it's like that, man. You gonna see. God is gonna show you. God's even gonna show you your so-called friend or the person you with. You thinking they're your friend. God's gonna show you on a different day that same person you was once kicking and chilling with. God's gonna show you their group. And in that group, you're gonna see the people who don't even like you or did you dirty. You're gonna see that person with that clique, or they're gonna be somewhere and they think you don't see them, but that's God showing you about that person and their group, and you're like, ooh, okay, so the agent, that's a familiar face. I know that person over there, but I was just talking to you, but that's your friend, that person who did. God be showing you their groups, and they get exposed, and God does it on a way that they don't even think you saw it, but God shows you. Ask God to give you discernment. Discernment is needed and it's important. Especially the ones that try to cloak themselves in your energy. And sometimes they get away. Like they cloak, masquerade. But ask God. And then you wonder, oh my God, I just had a weird dream. Yo, what the heck? Or God shows you a sign, or God is speaking to you, and you like, what? God will show you in a dream. Or God will let a scene play out, or let them act a certain way to show you. Discernment is needed, yo.